Hi, my name's the Silence Noise, and this mic doesn't sound like it's on. There you go. Can't even get it right when she's not doing it. That's amazing. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations, y'all. Hi, I'm the Silence Noise. I'm the person that if I were running this, the mic would have been unmuted, and we decided to have me start the show because we've had so many disasters at this point, with Sarah nearly killing herself to begin the show,
True.
like falling off the stage,
Also
falling
true.
into the microphone stand.
Also true.
All these things. It's just dangerous for her to start the show,
Very true.
especially when I'm here in person. It's very scary how this works out. I know. I'm afraid for her well-being. She's had multiple concussions that are related to Music Exposed, my friends. And you've seen the brain damage really starting to take effect. I mean, if you've been watching her streams lately, you've seen these moments, and there are moments in time where she just ends up staring off into space, kind of glassy-eyed, and it just seems to last for, minutes at a time.
What do you mean? That's not true.
It happens all the time at this point.
No.
Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy things that are happening.
Hi.
How are you doing? Okay?
Hello.
You doing okay after today's fall?
Yes, I didn't fall today.
Yeah, you sure?
Welcome to the show.
What show are we on? How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
See, perfect.
You have 5
Good.
fingers on that hand.
Yeah,
And 5 more on this one. Hello, welcome to Juniors Exposed. This is one finger.
I don't know that you should say that on Twitch. Juniors Exposed sounds very bad.
Oh my god,
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. Just saying. That seems bad, okay?
Whatever. Who are you? Who are you? What am I
I'm the
doing?
Silence Noise. I was the host of this show, and now I don't think I want to be on it anymore because it's called Juniors Exposed. That's a big problem for me. It's a big ethical problem at this point. Bazzy, usually I'm exposing myself to juniors. You know what? Let's go over and meet my other co-host who is clearly brain damaged, and you could tell by how that was working out. What is your name? That invisible voice that's in my head but stood up and got on camera anyway. Let's go find out who that is.
You didn't even say who you are.
I did.
Oh,
I did say who I was.
Oh, you did?
See, this is the brain damage again. You're not listening.
I wasn't listening.
Switch the scene.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
What's your name?
Who
are you?
Hello. Hi, my name is Sarah Jazz, and
Hi.
I'm your regular e-thought of the internet.
That's good.
And
what do you have to do with music? Like, what is this music stuff about?
I make music sometimes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and
And you just pulled out your headphones.
I did, because I needed to put on these. This is very important.
See, guys, the brain damage is getting more serious at this point. I'm actually getting a little worried about it. It's hit an extreme that I don't know that I sometimes feel uncomfortable even joking about it because I don't know that it's real. What is wrong with you right now? See, this is why she had me start the show.
Yeah.
She's knocking over everything. It's just really scary and sad.
I'm sorry.
Right now.
I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Are you gonna make it through this whole show?
No.
Even Chad is asking, is everything okay? I don't know. Did you have too much air today? Maybe she did.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sarah Jazz. I have sparkly lashes on, and I like to make music sometimes. Thank you for that. Obrigada pelo rei. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate
You're so much
that.
prettier on audio only. I appreciate that, Token School.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but
please go follow Fernando Souza. He is a Brazilian jazz guitarist.
Ooh,
so
awesome.
go follow him.
Yes.
He's new to Twitch too.
Oh, I have to go give him a follow.
Yes,
then.
you do. So hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Who are you?
Welcome to Music Exposed.
Why are you on this show?
I don't know actually. Why am I on this show?
You're not even a music streamer. You're a variety streamer.
Yes,
that's the issue you
that's
have.
That's why this show is here.
You're flinging hair everywhere. Your hair
hair?
just went. She just threw. Guys, you can't see it on camera, but she just adjusted her hair, and it was just a ball of hair flew into the air. And I'm like, I have an open drink right here, family.
Yes.
This is probably full of hair now. That's very unfortunate.
Here, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. We
Cheers,
have to look each
chat.
other in the eyes.
Oh.
Because
otherwise you get 7 years of bad sex.
The German rule.
German rule. Look your.
Well, I've already consigned to a lifetime of bad sex. Ayo, you know.
By being with me? That is so rude. That is so rude the show is over. Bye, guys.
I'm not drunk, actually, at all.
We're not drunk at all. I know we seem drunk, but that's just how we are.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much always how we are.
This is like legit our first drink, and why am I so fat in this camera? Look how fat I look in this camera. Why?
Dude, you're sitting next to me. You probably look like you weigh 4 pounds. I mean, come on.
I don't. I look like I'm thicker than you.
You do not.
I do. Look at me. Look at that. I look so fat here.
I'm sure that's what people are here to talk about. They're like, man, I love this music show where the host just talks about how fat she is.
That was a cannonball. What a hero.
I bet that sounded better in my head.
Thank you, Warrior, for the 128 bits. I don't know why I look fatter than you. Is it because I'm... Oh, that's why. Because you're so far away from the camera.
This is just where you put me.
I can't read. Okay. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Music Exposed.
Yeah, maybe if you go in the other room, you'll look even skinnier.
Welcome to...
It'd be even better. Like, if you go behind this wall, there's a room on the other side. You can just go behind there, and I can just host the show.
Welcome to Music Exposed, where we talk about being fat.
I don't talk about that. You talk about that.
I bet I talk about all the things.
That's not my topic.
Hi, hello. Do you know?
I mean, hey, at least I've got both. Listen, that's my area of this show. I'm the one that holds down the fat and ugly. Okay. Fat and ugly lives on this side of the desk. Okay, right here. The camera puts on 10 pounds. Stop eating cameras. I agree. Just make yourself thin with camera magic, okay? Special effects.
Yeah, that's very true. I can just make it. Yes, but this is better because before I looked so fat because I was. Thank you, Sax Pedal Guy, for the 121 bits. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I agree. I've lost a lot of weight. I actually, yes, I still am heavier than I want to be, but Jesus Christ, it's gonna go on forever.
This is a long.
This is what I'm normally talking over. Yes. This is what I'm normally talking over when I can't hear the alerts, when she doesn't have her sound routed correctly, which is good. No, I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm still not where I want to be. But especially since I met Sarah, and her family are very insistent that I eat all the time. In fact, this week I've had both a 10-course meal, and I sat at a table last night eating schnitzel, and legit, there were threats of violence if I didn't finish all the schnitzel at the table. Like, there were stacks of schnitzel, and every time I didn't eat one, your dad was looking at me, he's like, come on, what are you doing? Come on, have some more. That was legit happening. It's like, come on, you can eat that.
Welcome to Music Exposed.
I'm just saying, that's how it works, okay?
Welcome to Music Exposed, where we talk about schnitzel.
What's wrong with schnitzel?
Schnitzels and...
I don't know if German moms are like Russian or Jewish moms, but the thing about this is, let's be honest, the interesting part about...
These are a few of my favorites.
I can't speak to this, okay guys, I can't speak to this with perfect truth, but I actually think that the dynamic in... I don't know this for sure, I might be stretching here, okay? But Dad Jazz is more of the mom than Mom Jazz to some degree. I think Dad Jazz he's the one that's very concerned about the cooking and the hospitality and that everyone is comfortable and all that. Mom Jazz is too, don't get me wrong. She's not like rude or anything. It has nothing to do with that. I just think that Dad Jazz wants to be the mom. I think it's the same dynamic that we have, that maybe...
Oh yeah, you're totally... I mean, you're a girl. You're a very girly girl. You're such a girl I can't even.
Mom Jazz crying in the chat.
I am a dude. Like, the thing between us, the relationship is I am the Chad. He calls me a Chad so many times you guys don't even know.
Because she is a Chad.
I am not a Chad.
You're a total Chad.
No, I'm not. Why am I a Chad?
Okay, so we're watching TV tonight, and we're watching something, and there's a moment on the show. And I use this phrase from time to time. It's very helpful for your relationship. Chat, steal this, # relationship goals. So I use this phrase called womaning. Even though, she's the Chad and she's the man in the relationship, the thing is that she frequently womans me, which means we'll be sitting... Yes, you woman me. This is a technique at this point, okay? And
how am I
I'm not a mom. Dad Jazz is mom. See, Mom Jazz gets it.
How am I a Chad then?
You are a Chad, but in this case... Sometimes you'll still bust out the surprise womaning move. And so we're watching a show and something happens on the show and she's like, look, he does this. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, It's beautiful.
See, that's why I'm not a Chad.
You are a Chad,
That's why I'm not a Chad.
You are a Chad.
I woman you. What is a Chad? What is a
What
Chad
is a
and why
Chad?
am I a Chad? Please.
A Chad is
very important for Music Exposed.
Yes, this is very important terminology. So, Chad, it comes from a word we can't use. It's from a certain community on the internet of people that are involuntarily celibate. And they have made up a vernacular where they talk about men and women. And in their eyes, the man that most women want is called a Chad. And Chad is like a bro. He's like the perfect guy. He's muscular. He's into sports.
He goes to
parties all the time. He's socializing all the time. Codewriter, thanks so much for that gift to Calvin Thomas.
For gifting that stuff to Calvin. We do it together.
And so that is what a Chad is. You know, the alpha male, the guy's guy.
He also fucks women.
He's always getting with women. Yeah, bro, I see the game. That's a Chad.
Yeah.
And so that is totally Sarah. Sarah is Chad.
So I smash White Claws all the time and
you would smash White Claws all the time if you could. Like, you would. I think you would.
So why do you think that? Is there any...
Why do I think that? Because it's true. Yeah. I don't think that. I see it in action.
I think at some point I'd ask you if you're worried that I only use you for sex.
She did. She's asked me that multiple times, actually. She has asked me that multiple times.
I legit did. Thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you so much to the chat.
To the chat, Sarah.
Yes, thank you.
He definitely has herpes and is not telling anyone before sleeping with men and women. That's just being a dick. I don't think that has anything to do with being a Chad. That's just being an asshole.
So you're saying that I have herpes?
You can't go to jail. I hope not. You can't go to jail.
You would know by now. I'm just saying.
That's not necessarily true.
You would know by now.
No, that's not necessarily true.
You would have mushroom dick. Just saying.
That has something to do with herpes?
I know. It's a funny thing.
Also, why is the term mushroom dick? What is that?
I heard on TikTok today. It's called mushroom dick.
Why do you take your health advice from TikTok?
I don't take my
What is wrong with you?
I don't have a dick.
She's like, look, I heard on TikTok that there's this thing called mushroom dick. then I realized that that's a thing. I don't...
Do you have a mushroom dick?
No! And I don't take my medical advice from TikTok. What's wrong with you?
I think it's talking about the shape of the penis, because there are penises
that sounds like a medical condition. I have a mushroom dick.
There are people whose penises look like a mushroom. I actually found the mushroom that looks like that, by the way. There is actually a mushroom in the woods that is white, like it's totally white, and it looks like a penis. An erect penis. I'm not kidding you. It's a thing. It's legit a thing. Anyways, hi, welcome to Music Exposed. We expose the best musicians on Twitch here.
Mushroom dick. I like how you got that away.
Yeah. And today we have CalvinThomasMusic.
German forests are more fun. Yes, I guess so.
Yes, we have CalvinThomasMusic on the show today, and yes. I wanna don't forget to remind me that I want to ask Calvin if he's a Chad. He's not a Chad. I know that Calvin is.
Just
not
don't
a
ask
Chad.
him about mushroom dick. I mean, that might be too far. Just don't be like, hey, I was on TikTok today and I heard about mushroom dick.
Anything about mushroom?
Yeah, I don't think we act. He's a Calvin. I don't think we ask enough of our guests about their genitalia. Like, if we're gonna ruin the show, let's just ruin the show.
Let's just ruin it for good.
Just be like,
we'll just ask.
Yeah, we'll be on the. That'll be coming up.
How long are your lips?
When Thomas Frank comes back on the show, we'll be like, Thomas, tell us, how long is your Kappa Kappa?
Yeah. How long is your Kappa Kappa? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, mushrooms are too soft. Sex Pedal, is this from experience? I'm just saying, Calvin Thomas is a Keenan.
Listen, the thing about that we ask the women then is like, what do your lips look like? You know?
Who asks that? What is wrong with people?
You're saying that. So I'm like, that's the questions. That's the very important questions that we ask on this show. Imagine that was the type of show. That wouldn't be called Music Exposed. That would be called trash TV. You know? Which a lot of people would
Maybe we could do that on our off-week show going forward. That'll just be the off-week show. We'll scrap the other idea that we had, and it'll just be like, tell us about your genitalia. Yeah. That'll just be the off-week show from now on.
Yes.
Because starting next month, Music Exposed will be every other week. And so, yes. So anybody that wants to come on and talk about your genitalia, get ready, because February 13th is the first show. Come and it'll be like Sarah in Silence talk about dicks.
Watch that be more watched than Music Exposed.
I'm sure it would be.
You know it will be watched more.
I want to be on that.
You know what? You know that there are other shows that talk about eating ass all the time that have like thousands of views.
Why is that a thing? Like, what is with the ass eating thing? Why is that a joke right now? I don't understand. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just continue. I'm not doing.
You're turning the music up
Yeah.
loud so people can't hear me talk?
Yeah.
Great. You're like, hey, when Silence is talking, I'm just going to turn the music up. I'm going to eat so much ass. I just don't understand it. It's not a joke. It's serious. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
Ass buffet.
Yeah, I mean, but so what do you know about Calvin Thomas?
Nothing.
Nothing. That is great.
I know.
You are
Calvin
so
Thomas.
prepared.
No, Calvin Thomas might be the first guest on the show that I'm not actually super familiar with.
Huh.
And because of all the travel and trying to rebuild the studio and everything, I actually didn't have a ton of time to get familiar with his stream.
Well, today you're going
I think I've been in his stream. I think
him.
I've been in his stream once before. I think you may have rated him once before. And so I know nothing, so I'm excited. I'm always excited to see a performance of someone that I've never seen. Ass has disease like hepatitis.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm actually, I don't believe it was a Music Exposed raid, but maybe it was. Music
Maybe,
Exposed,
I don't
the thing
know.
about Music Exposed raids is generally I'm not in those for very long because
Yeah,
I start working right after
Yeah,
Music Exposed because we have tons of work that we have to do after each show where I download the episode, I create the podcast version, I upload all that stuff, I create the blog post, I do all the website work. So it's just a lot of work that happens after Music Exposed, normally a couple of hours of work. And so, yeah.
There's a lot of things happening here between the labias exposed and ass eating.
That's February 13th, our first show. The good news is that Alana Maddie is on Music Exposed first, and so she will dodge that show on February 13th. But hey,
do you want to be? Please DM us if you want to be on labias exposed.
Labias Exposed.
If you want to be on labias exposed, please DM us.
Thomas Frank, please email us about that.
We will take several guests on that day, several guests, and we want to do, we want to talk about all the things that normally people don't talk about, such as
okay, writing the email right now. I'm just trying.
Please DM us. I'm not even kidding. I will do that. You guys know that I would do that. You guys know I would do Labias Exposed.
Can you get James Charles on, please?
Yeah, I mean, probably. Probably. I don't know.
Why did people? Okay, so
Hi,
explain.
welcome to Music
explain
Exposed.
it to me.
We talk about music here.
I don't understand. No, explain it to me because this is a Twitch thing. I don't understand why that's a thing on Twitch. Like, explain the joke. Why is that a meme? I don't understand. Like, what is the meme about? That
About
people
what?
are like, oh, eating ass. Like, why? What is that?
Because I think it's funny to children. Yeah, because like. That's the thing. It's funny to children, and obviously,
got it.
I mean, maybe they're 18 plus because they talk about sex and stuff, but there's obviously children watching.
I don't know. A lot of just chatting streamers are like children, so that doesn't help.
That's very true.
So Tammy,
Thank you so much for gifting that sub to
worry.
Tammy. Muito obrigada. Thank you so much. But yeah, Renee Rosa, please shoot me a DM, and we will do on the 13th of February. We will do Labias Exposed.
I'm
and
not going to be on
Thomas
that show.
Frankie too. Anybody else? Bone Raker, thank you so much for the follow.
ASMR, yes.
We are gonna do Labias Exposed on the 13th of February. Please come by. It's gonna be beautiful. Watch that show actually have more viewers than Music Exposed ever.
Yes.
We know that's
Sammy
the
wants
thing.
credit for
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about music or musicians. People just care
That's
about
true.
stupid things like ass eating and
Yes.
drama and like stupid shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
drama
why Music
between
Exposed has
couples.
gone steadily down in the numbers. And it's like, yeah, okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's some music to eat some ass to?
I would say any Nicki Minaj song, to be honest with you.
Oh, like, I don't know, what's a Nicki Minaj song?
There's a million Nicki Minaj songs. I can't think of
I think
any
the only
right now.
Nicki Minaj song
WAP
I know...
is a good one?
That's Nicki Minaj?
No.
Isn't that Cardi B?
That's Cardi B, yeah.
But then why do people say that's Nicki Minaj?
No one is saying Nicki Minaj.
Someone in chat said that.
No,
I'm just saying.
WAP is a good song. WAP is a good song. That's just a general good, like it's a good screwing song. But I think Nicki Minaj just has
I just think that
special...
if you are having sex to WAP, I wouldn't want to have sex with you. Just stay away from me. That's what you're into.
I would not be against that, to be very honest.
Well, then that's never happening.
Because why?
So your dreams
WAP
are
is
dead.
a good song.
Well, good news, Sarah Jazz is on the hunt again. If you would like to apply
I'm single again,
for
guys.
February 13th.
Type 69 in chat if you want to date me on February 13th.
Yes, that's right. This is why you'll never be taken seriously as a musician. WAP is a good song. True.
Listen, WAP it's revolutionary. You gotta understand. You gotta understand how revolutionary WAP is. Okay, it is funny. It's not just about fucking. It's also funny. It makes fun of the whole thing, and it's the perfect thing for 2020.
Somebody told me that Nickelback would be good to eat ass too. No, Nickelback eats ass. It's not good to eat ass too.
Why do people hate on Nickelback?
Because
so
Nickelback is
I don't
fucking
understand
terrible.
that. Yeah, but there's a lot of other people that are terrible.
Oh God, and I make fun of them
Why
too.
Why are they such a meme?
Creed is another one.
You are nobody to talk because you like Coldplay.
I do like Coldplay.
No, you're not. Listen, you are not even licensed to talk about anything or hating on Nickelback or whoever.
I can hate on whoever I want.
If you like Coldplay.
Coldplay is better than fucking Creed. Sammy's got it right. I actually think that Coldplay, this is the thing about Coldplay. Yes, Coldplay has a lot of terrible and obnoxious songs that I could go the rest of my life without hearing again. A lot of their radio songs are those things.
Korn, yes.
But at the same...
That's the perfect ass-eating band. You don't think so?
Yes, I agree, but there are a lot of really good... Coldplay, that's the thing. Coldplay has a lot of really good songs, and that's where I'm like, they've cashed in, and a lot of their most recent albums are not great. But for me, Coldplay. Oh. So X and Y, I think X and Y is a great album too. Mm-hmm. So to me, I'm like, yes, and I agree, Rush of Blood to the Head is a fantastic album. Coldplay had a period that was really good. And yes, they have a lot of songs that I can go Cornplay. So, feeling like a freak on a scientist.
I did say Cornplay.
Yes.
So I'm just saying. I have a question. What would you eat ass to? Which band / song would you eat ass to?
Barry White. Marvin Gaye.
Barry White.
Barry White is some good. If you're going to get down, I'm just saying.
Yes, Barry White. Barry White. Oh, Mom is again going on deleting.
She hates her kappa.
Oh my God, she just hates a kappa. She's like, nope, you can't.
No, I'll argue that all day. There are a lot of bands. I'm just saying.
You too? I don't.
Depeche Mode just can't get enough. Okay, Wolfgang, that's after my heart because it's a Depeche joke and it fits the mold. That to me is the winning joke. Yeah. I'm for it.
Well,
just
what
can't
would
get
you
enough.
eat ass to? Silence?
That's why. Yeah, having sex with you is always in silence because it's like being in a morgue.
That is so not true! Wow! That is so not true! That is actually the opposite of what is true.
Oh my... Should I call the burn ward for you?
That is horrible! Imagine actually having sex with somebody who doesn't say anything.
I've been there.
Or who doesn't make any noises. That is terrible.
I've been there.
It's like you get zero feedback. It's like you're doing your thing and you get like zero feedback. And it's like, okay, I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong. I don't fucking know.
Please email you back. Did you email me, Sammy? For real? If I missed an email, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Send it to me again. Like 3 times.
I can't. I bet that is true. Yeah. Over a month. Oh, really? Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Why are you so bad at that?
At what?
Eating ass. I mean, reading emails.
I'm not bad at reading emails. I just have been crazy the last two months with you. I don't know. I always have sex in silence because they're unconscious. Nice. Okay, then.
Oh my god! That one is horrible!
Yes.
That is horrible. I can't.
Yes.
Oh my god. That is not
I do like that joke, Sex Pedal guy, even though Code Warrior deleted it. Sex Pedal, that was a good joke. You'll know, you'll be on this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking Music Exposed emails. I'm just getting, if you're asking about Music Exposed emails, I'm just getting caught up on those now.
Yeah.
No, I didn't answer because, as I mentioned before, we knew we were going to be switching the schedule and I wasn't ready to take on new scheduling yet. So I'm finally getting to that point. Yeah. I've actually just started responding to all those. So yes, if you've emailed me about that, that's why you didn't hear back from me.
Yeah. But yeah, hi, welcome to Music Exposed. We're very soon doing a little franchise.
Oh, shut up, Sammy. Stop with the, I'm okay, nobody. Yes, because everybody on the show is just somebody.
And it's going to be beautiful.
We only have big streamers on this.
We are now having a Music Exposed. We talk a lot about music, and that is why I want to know, what type of music do you eat ass to?
I already said Barry White.
Oh.
Ew, this is
what
the
easy.
fuck is this
Sammy,
even?
thank you so much for
low
the
quality.
Token Squirrel, you have to be a music streamer.
Yeah. If
Are
you
you a
are
music
the
streamer?
music streamer, you need to be applying for Labia's Exposed. Are we going to make
I'm not doing that. You can have that. I agree, Marvin Gaye. No, the song I'm thinking of is the fucking
King
song
Curtis.
from what's
King Curtis?
No, the song from Baby Driver. That's Barry White. Never gonna give you up. That just ain't my stuff. What? That's Barry White, right? I'm pretty sure that's Barry White.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure that's Barry White.
It?
Anybody that's seen Baby Driver, the scene
Is
in
that Barry White?
I'm pretty sure that's Barry White.
Oh, okay.
Never gonna stop.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, that song
Jackson
is
5. Yes. Would you eat ass to Jackson 5?
ABC. ABC. D-N-F. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Would you do that? Would you eat ass to Britney Spears?
No.
Why not? Okay, what is the worst music, actually? What is the worst music you've ever had sex to?
Oh, man. Let me think. Oh, I think I've told this story on stream before. Okay, so if I haven't, I might have told this on my stream, but I don't know if I've told it on this stream. Okay, so I have a hate relationship with the song. So the song for me, I have actually two stories that could fit for this because now I can think of two stories, which is, are you asking if the sex was bad or if the music was bad? In one case, there was one that takes the cake.
No, I'm saying the music was bad.
Okay, so the song
sex.
for me...
The sex doesn't matter, but the music was bad. Like,
the song for me is I don't know who does it, but it's that song called Gives You Hell. I see your face and it gives you hell, it gives you hell.
You had sex to that? That's horrible.
Well, so here's what happened. So I went on a very crappy date. Oh God. So I went on this very crappy date with this girl. It was a very quick date. It was before Tinder, so pre-Tinder. Yes, All American Rejects. That's the band. So Gives You Hell is that. So I went on this horrible date with this girl, and it was one of those same day dates. I don't know if any of you have ever been on one of those, but it was one of those dates where I literally got a message from her, and the same day she's like, all right, we're gonna go on a date, man. And so I'm like, all right, we'll do it, whatever. I have nothing going on. We can make this work. And so we decide, we go on this date, and the date is not going very well, but she's like, listen, you know, I just want to be able to stay out. Like, I don't want to have to go home. And I'm like, all right, well, okay. I still am not really knowing how I feel about that. What's up, Dora? How are you? And so we go on this date, and we're out and all that stuff. And she's like, please, like, we don't even have to do anything. Just let me come home with you. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, but whatever. So I take this girl home. And nothing really happens at first. We get home, we talk a little bit, and I'm pretty clear that I'm not interested in this person. And I fall asleep. I fall asleep. We're getting to the part. And so, basically, about an hour after I fall asleep, I start hearing that song play. I start hearing that Gives You Hell song. Because I was not interested in this girl. I was not interested in this girl.
You took her home and you...
I took her home because she kept begging me to take her home. I didn't want to have sex with her. She just was like, very insistent. She didn't want to go home.
Wait,
she can mug me. Okay, mug by nothing.
You take a stranger to your home and you just fall asleep without even having sex with them. They could legit. Yeah, that's what was my thought too. She could rob you.
You guys are a bunch of pussies.
She could kill you.
She could rob you and kill you. Whatever.
Killer for all you know.
Pretty much. That's what I did. Oh yes. She was obviously a serial killer.
Yeah,
you guys are a bunch of pansies in the chat.
Right now. We're talking
bunch of fucking
to a ghost.
pansies.
Can I even
all right?
talk to you? Oh, I can't.
No, I was just not interested. Okay.
I'm touching through you.
Stop it. So anyway, so I start hearing this song, and all it is, it's a ringtone. So it's her phone ringing, and so I hear it the first time, and all that the ringtone gives you enough of is the chorus. So you just hear the I see your face. They're properly aware of their situation. No, I was fine. This girl was not a threat to my physical safety, or else I would not have done this. She was not a threat to my safety.
Maybe she was a spy.
Yeah, she was definitely a spy.
She was an agent.
Anyway,
you don't know. Don't judge a book by its cover.
It was fine.
You know what I mean?
So this starts going off. It probably went off 10 times. And so finally, she rolls over and picks up her phone.
And you didn't even have sex with her.
No.
Wait, but she is in your bed with you?
Let me get to it. Oh. And so, God, you are interrupting.
I'm sorry. This is so exciting.
So, she finally rolls over, and clearly the person on the phone is either a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend. Because all I can hear over the speaker of the phone is some guy yelling at her, and then she's responding back like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time for this right now. And then basically kind of drops the, I'm with someone else, yada, yada, yada. And so I'm looking up and I'm like, I don't feel like I really want to be involved in this. And she's like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. It was not an abusive relationship. So basically, yes, that is, Soul Bear, you pretty much nailed it. So basically, that was what it was. She basically threw herself at me while she was on the phone. And at that point, the stupid ringtone kept going off the whole time. So the worst song...
But you did have sex with her then?
Yes. But so the worst...
Wait, what? You didn't want to have sex with her, but then you did have sex with her?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? I can't. What do you mean? First you take her home for some reason.
I'm a dog. I've always said that.
First you take her home, which already means something. But then you don't want to have sex with her, so you fall asleep like a drunken
I wasn't drunk. I was driving. I wasn't drunk.
Exactly, but you seem like a drunken idiot because you fall asleep so you don't want to have sex with her.
No, I told her I didn't want to have sex. I told her I didn't want to have sex.
So why did you take her home?
She begged me to take her home.
She begged you to take her. What, was she homeless? Did she not have a bed?
No, she's not homeless because I picked her up from her home. And that's where I dropped her off too.
Why did you pick her up from her home if you don't want to fuck her? I don't understand. What did you do?
She asked me repeatedly if I would take her home, and I said fine.
Okay, so you took...
I didn't cuddle with her. No.
Ew!
That is what Sax Pedal's probably right. She just wanted a rebound.
I can't believe
I don't care. See, did what hole deeper? This is the thing. I don't care. To me, I don't feel any shame about these things.
I understand, but like, why would you take her home, then not have sex with her?
Because.
And then fall asleep on her ass, and she probably feels terrible because she's like, what the fuck? And then you wake up from the ringtone, and then she jumps on you, and you end up having sex with her. What is this logic?
No, well, she threw herself. She really went hard after that, okay? She really went hard, and I'm like, all right.
I don't know what's happening.
This is what you really want to do. This is what you really want to do. I'm not taking any
You are both so weird. Congratulations.
What? The fact that I don't feel any shame of those things that... I don't feel shame over the things I've done in my life.
Wait, she went hard?
She did. She went hard.
Wait.
She was. That's what.
This a,
is this what? The sex was horrible. If that's what you're asking about.
Was it a man?
No, you asshole. First of all, you shouldn't make jokes like that.
No, I'm not joking about it. I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
Was it a man?
You're making. She went hard. That is
you
a
said
very
she
risky.
Went hard.
That's a toss level joke.
That's not a toss level.
It is
joke.
a toss level joke.
No.
It is. That is a very risky. Yeah, exactly. That's a very bad joke. Can't make
I was
that
just
joke.
saying
No, you weren't. You were making a
hard.
bad joke.
Sounds like she was a man.
Is Sarah getting banned in 3, 2, 1? Probably.
My God. I can't.
You can't make that joke on Twitch.
I'm not making a joke as if that's bad. I'm just saying.
You are too.
You're calling.
No, the sex wasn't good, for those of you that were asking. And I had to listen to that stupid song. So now every time I hear that stupid song, that's all I can think of.
Women can go hard. No, they can't.
I don't care.
I mean, I can't go hard. I mean, I do have a penis, but like, I can't go hard. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't.
Sarah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, listen, I didn't like the song in the first place, so there you go. Now, whenever I hear it, that's all I can think of, and it kind of makes me laugh. And yeah, it was very mediocre because I wasn't that into the girl, and it's like, all right, well, fine. If you're gonna be like this, you're gonna be like this. Fine. This is what you want. Clearly, you got problems. I made it very clear. Listen, 2 adults can have a direct conversation where I say, I'm not interested in having sex with you, not interested in you, and she went, okay, that's fine, I just don't want to go home. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
What did you have at home?
Clearly this guy.
Oh, you wasn't into her, only in her. Very true, like you.
Yeah, there you go.
In the end, you were in her.
I'm not defending myself, I don't care.
Was it at least good?
No, it wasn't good, that's what I already said. No, it was very horrible.
Oh.
It was, well, it wasn't horrible, it just was, it was...
Hi, welcome to Music Exposed. We talk about,
You know what to sing to me next time. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. That's right.
Yes. Is that the...
No, I'm old enough, and this is what I tell people, I'm the old man of Twitch. I'm old enough that I don't fucking care. In the end, like, she was fine, I was fine, we did what we did. Whatever. It's a funny story to tell now. That's the only time I think of this person anyway. Yeah, she got what she wanted. Good for her.
Did you get what you wanted?
No, because I didn't really want it.
But like, okay. I'm confused.
Hi Adam, how are you?
I think you're 55.
What are you confused about?
I'm just confused about the whole situation.
Why are you confused about it? I explained it clearly to you.
I'm just confused because if I am like, I don't want to have sex with this person, I won't have sex with this person. And not fall asleep, and 5 minutes later, they're on me. I'm gonna be like,
5 minutes later.
Whatever, okay, it's fine.
No.
It's fine, you know. You're a whore.
Thanks.
Let's be honest, you're just a whore.
Thanks.
You're a slut. And I'm saying this as a slut myself, you know what I mean? So I know when to call somebody a slut.
Did she pay me? She should have.
It was so bad that she should have, you know?
It wasn't 10 minutes later, it was like an hour later and I had slept.
Yeah, 10 minutes later it changes time.
I should have been paid.
Normal.
No, I basically paid for it in the date and gas, so there you go.
Oh my god, I can't. Are you calling her a whore now? That's inappropriate. No. That's not okay. Don't call people whores. Don't do that.
I'll call whoever I want a whore.
That's calling people whores is horrible.
Yes, and pointing your finger in someone's face and being like, "You're a slut," is totally appropriate.
That's the joke.
You're appropriate.
That's the joke. That's the joke. Hi, welcome to Music Exposed.
I did. How many shitty dates have I gone through on my life where I've paid for the date because that's what I do, and you pay for the date, and it's like, whatever. What happens, happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I have had sex with people that didn't even pay for the date.
Well, that's your own fault.
What do you...
Why don't you have some standards?
What do you mean? I am somebody where I'm like, it's okay to just me being the one who pays, and then
I agree.
Because like, you know, it's okay. Like,
generally, that's how I would approach it on a date. I would approach it on a date. Generally, I would make the move to pay first.
Yeah.
And if someone was like, "No, I'll split it with you," I'm normally fine with that.
What if I would say I will just pay it?
Great, thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
But generally, I will reach for the check first.
Oh, okay. No, but I will reach for the check. I won't even let you reach for the check, and then I will
Well,
make
yeah,
you my
this is actually
bitch.
true about you. What?
And then I will make you my bitch.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's fun. I agree with that, Spirit. It's not that women can't pay. Yeah. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the custom. What I would typically do is reach for the bill.
Yeah, just like, you know.
But I can, again, this is something that, this is the problem with a lot of young people is that they're legit so afraid of a fucking conversation. It's like, have the conversation. All right, would you like to split this with me? What would you like to do with the bill? What would you like?
Yeah.
But generally, I will still make the move for it first because, again, that's what my custom is.
We are actually in a time spirit. Thank you for the follow. Actually, let's just seriously talk about this just for a second. We are actually in a time where some women get offended to the fact that a man holds the door open for them.
That's just stupid.
I think that's taking it a little bit too far.
I just think that's stupid.
A little too far.
Well, and this is the issue I have. This is the issue that I have with a lot of first date always have seats. I love that idea.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
don't impose
like
that on anyone though, because again, generally in my experience, and this is just my life, if I'm asking someone on a date, or if I met someone on a dating site, or if I met someone in person and I asked them on the date, traditionally that means that I'm agreeing to pay. Like that's typically what it means if I'm asking you. If someone was asking me or someone was aggressive about pursuing me and that's what they want to do, then maybe I would be less inclined to do it. It's not something that I have a ton of negative or positive energy around though. It's like, what, on a date, that's typically how I am. But if you are really, I mean, again, if someone's like, no, I'd prefer to pay half. I've had that happen plenty of times. I'm like, great. Like it's not even a conversation. It's just great.
I like the paying half, especially on the first date, because you never know if if you can make it up for the next time. Because what I like to do, especially with friends, is like I pay once, then they pay once, especially if it's just with one friend.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Best friends or something.
Yeah.
It's like, or just with one person, it's like I pay once. Then
oh my God,
once,
my friends and I all have that. My friends in Michigan and I, when we hang out, like we probably all owe each other whatever, because normally, you go out with your group of 4 or 5 buddies. And it's just like, all right, I'll pick up the check this time. You pick it up next time. There's no.
I actually had a moment like that once at a mall. So at a mall, I was with some friends, and I see this guy carrying some boxes and not having a free hand. So I open one of the mall doors for him, right?
Yeah.
And he looks at me and goes to the other door and like opens it with his back and says, I don't need a woman to open my door. And I was like,
you know what I would have been like? And suck my dick. Like that's what I would have said.
What?
All right, I have a thing. It's a borderline fetish, guys.
This was
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about this. I'm not gonna lie about this. I kind of have a borderline fetish for this. I think it's fucking amazing when a woman says suck my dick. I love it so much when a woman says the word suck my dick. I don't know why it is. It just makes me so happy to hear women yell suck my dick at somebody. Especially if they give the grab on top of it, where they're like, suck my dick! Like, when a woman says that, I fucking love it. Like, it makes me so happy. So I'm just like, yes.
I tell you to suck my dick all the time.
And I think it's hilarious.
I
fucking no, because I don't want to suck your mushroom dick. You found it in the forest. You're like, this is my mushroom dick. It's a perfect dick. I found it in the forest.
That is a rumor. I swear my dick is perfect. My dick looks perfect. I don't have a mushroom dick. What are you?
I don't know why I love it. I don't know why I love it so
much.
much, but it makes me so happy when women say that. But no, I agree that again, it's just I wasn't really raised, but at the same time, I just am a person that again, if on a date, that's generally how it is. If someone gets offended by it, in general, I'm not gonna want to even talk to that person again. Like if someone is that butthurt about things, and that's just a person that again, the worst part about this, there's a term that I heard, and I love this term. There's a term called violent agreement that I've heard with somebody. Like most people are familiar with the idea of violent disagreement. Most people have not heard the term violent agreement though. And so there are people that I violently agree with, where in general, like I like their points. I agree with, a lot of what they have to say, but the way they say it or how far they take it or where they go with it is just obnoxious. It just is this obnoxious level that's really irritating. And again, for the most part,
thank you so much for that gift of plastics. Up to fantastic plastics. Muito obrigada.
Like I just, for me, like those people I tend to be in violent agreement with, where it's like, I don't like you, and I don't like the way that you're making your point. I agree with your point, but the way you're making your point is obnoxious, or it's over the top. And anybody that was rude about me opening a door for them, I would probably be like, go fuck yourself. And I am a person that when people are rude to me in public, I do not hesitate to tell people to go fuck themselves. Yeah. If they're rude to me, like rudeness in public is unacceptable. Well, you're in a different boat.
I'm too nice.
Like, and again, this is not.
I can't be rude to people in
but
public.
This is you can't take that risk as a woman. And even though you're a tall woman,
that's how I do it.
But you can't take that risk as a woman. If a guy is being an asshole to you, and you turn around and you're like, go fuck yourself, and you like that's riskier than it is for me doing it. Yeah, I could still get jumped or my ass kicked or whatever.
I'm not scared of the guy. I'm just too nice. I'm not scared of him because I will kick his ass. You know, I'll fucking kick his ass.
With your karate?
With my karate. Watch
out! Ow. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do, you know?
Yes,
I'm gonna do that straight to his balls, you know what I mean?
Karate chop to the balls?
Straight chop to the balls,
to the mushroom dick?
Like, right into the mushroom dick. Like, he will have 2 dicks after I'm done with him, you know? Because his will be split in half.
That's a horrible visual. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
That's not why. It's just because I'm too nice. I can't be mean to strangers.
I don't agree with that.
I can only be mean to people.
I don't agree with that because I've seen you road rage. You just have to learn to take your road rage out.
Road rage?
You are a road rage.
No.
You do road rage.
That's not true.
You do road rage. You road rage horribly.
No, give me one example.
Every time I'm in a car with you.
True.
She road rages.
Yeah, I don't. That's not true.
And I'm not even going to talk about it because it will get you in trouble with your parents.
Why is that?
I'm not going to talk about your road raging in your parents' vehicle.
Oh, they don't care.
Oh, whatever.
They actually saw me once that, once there was a guy that I exited the street here, and a guy wanted to pass me, and this is in the middle of a city, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted to pass me, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's illegal, you know? So he like does stupid shit behind me, and he like does gestures and all of that. So I pull over to the side with a car full of people, my parents in there and my ex in there. And they're like, Sarah, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. And they're like, Sarah, what the fuck? Just continue driving. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get out of this car. I'm gonna fucking kick his ass. And we're like, Sarah, no, you're stupid. Just continue driving. That legit happened. So what are you talking about? I don't have any road rage.
You don't have any road rage. Got it. Got it. And this is the woman who's like, I don't understand you. I don't understand why you'd act this way. I don't understand why you're like this. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't road rage. I don't know what you. Hi, welcome to Music Exposed.
Yes.
This is the show.
As always, it's a very
music.
Yes, as always, it's a very musical conversation.
Yeah.
There was a music conversation, and then we were talking about Barry White a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah,
we talked about important. That is dangerous. I agree. That's a good way to get shot or something. I mean, you never know. It's fine.
I mean, that's a way to get shot by me in a video game. You never know how dangerous I am. Just saying.
She's not very dangerous.
I'm very dangerous.
This is the same woman that was just saying she's too nice.
I am very
She's like, I'm
dangerous.
too nice, but I'll shoot you in a video game.
I'm very dangerous.
She saves all of her rage for stream.
I am the most dangerous bitch you will ever meet. Okay? I'm very, very dangerous. You know that. I have wrestled you. I'm packing.
You're packing? Packing what? Amazon Prime boxes? Like what?
That
what
too.
Packing?
That too. Okay? It's a thing. It's a fucking thing.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It is.
I apologize.
Should you go type in his chat? Can you guys type in Calvin's chat that we're ready for him? Yes, Calvin Thomas is supposed to be on right now. I'm not seeing him in the. We're not seeing him in the thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is dangerous to herself walking anywhere. Yeah, because if she opens the door for somebody, they're clearly gonna yell at her for doing it. Maybe what she left out of the story was she was like, "Oh, here you go, Missy," and opened the door and was like, "There you go, Toots." Walked in the door and you slapped his ass as he was walking through, and he's like, "I'll never let you open the door for me again." Like that's what you forgot, Toots. It's right. Get over there, sugar tits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the part of the story she left out.
Yeah, that is totally
where she did
part
that.
Of the story. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Ready for you.
Okay.
All right, thanks for saying that over there. We're just waiting for him to jump on the call.
Yeah, we're just waiting for him to jump on the call. Can I see, by the way, if he's on the call, even if he doesn't have his...
yeah, open the call.
Where's
the call?
Microphone is...
No, you can't see him there. Open the call.
I opened the call? Okay.
Yeah, you can see there. Where's the call?
There's the call.
No, he's not on it yet.
Okay.
You'll see another screen with the audio pop up.
Okay.
Typically, anyway.
Okay. Sarah for sure raged at musicians for fucking their part in the song.
Oh, for sure. She's horrible about that. She literally stormed off a stage. She's told that story on stream before, that she stormed off a stage.
I would never do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you would never do that.
Never do that.
Yeah, she's like literally just evil to people on stages and stuff.
I am not evil to anybody in life, ever, okay? Oh, we have it here, look.
Oh.
Right? Okay, cool.
Is he there?
Yeah,
perfect.
I think so.
Excellent.
I think so. I'm pretty sure that Calvin is here. Guys, listen. We have a very special guest today. Very special guest today. And I'm very excited to present him to you because...
Are you going to turn off the instrumental music first?
Yes, I am, of course. Because I am a huge fan of his, actually. And I've been trying for months to get him on, and he's finally on. And I am so excited for that.
I know.
So here is for you, ladies and gentlemen, CalvinThomasMusic.
There we go. All right. We're good now. Okay, we're good now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the party. My name's Calvin, and I'm glad you could be here. Thanks for popping in. Okay. So, yeah, let me go ahead and cut this off. There are some things that I had going in the process of prepping. But yeah, I'm glad you all could pop in. I'm going to go ahead and play some songs for y'all. So the first song I'm going to play is, this one is called Scars Are For Love, and it's one of my newer tunes. And yeah, I'm just, yeah, let's get into it. This is up. Okay.
Her alluring eyes are missing our memories. They're only a disguise to put my soul at ease. Couldn't keep up with her and her words that cut like glass. After all the blood I bled, this time is the last. Somehow I made it through the life of a fallen dove. Somehow I made it through the scars of her love. I dodged the stone she'd cast, that's all in the past. And I left her wishes behind, the last things on my mind. And if you know this girl, tell her I miss her so. Sometimes all we can do is to start over and go. Somehow I made it through the life of a fallen dove. Somehow I made it through the scars of her love. Somehow I made it through the life of a fallen dove. Somehow I made it through the scars of her love. Somehow I made it through the life of a fallen dove. Somehow I made it through the scars of her love. Yeah, so that so that one's one of my newer originals. That one's called "Scars of Her Love," and it's amazing. I love playing that song. Every time I get a chance to play it, I play it. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another one. This one's called "The War Within." This one is a little bit more upbeat. So hopefully you all enjoy what you hear. Skylights, right, Sarah? Right? Okay. To the ones invading my brain, the gatekeepers of dreams and serene thoughts in my head, and to all the words you throw, heavier than stone, that make me shake in my bed. I think I'll lose this fight I might have lost before, but I still raise my blade. One that spews poisonous words and pushes people away, but protects the shield I've made. No matter what, I'll fight this war within, and the venom that messes with my mind again. Is this blade just enough to save me? To the ones that reach out their hands, the light from a distant shore, and the warmth that's relieving, and to the tears you start to cry, heavier than rain, from morning till the evening. I think I'll lose this fight I might have lost before, but the blade must be at the ready to fight those poisonous words of tomorrow and today. I have to keep this steady. No matter what, I'll fight this war within, and the venom that messes with my mind again. Is this blade just enough to save me? I know the decisions I made aren't right. Maybe I've gone too far, but the feeling I have is just too strong. And I've been at this for way too long. I want to end my unreasonable ways and ring out the insanity. But until then, I must fight this fight, this deadly duality. No matter what, I'll fight this war within. And the venom that messes with my mind again, is this blade just enough to save me? No matter what, I'll fight this war within. And the venom that messes with my mind again, is this blade just enough to save me? To save me. So that one's called The War Within. Another one of my favorite tunes that are also pretty recent. All right. Shall we begin? Skylines, 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 skylines. The daylight shows me structures of glass and steel, with giant names, bland colors, and nothing to feel. At daytime it's clear to see the city feeds on busy feet. I wait the time when the night rears her head. Daytime people moving at the speed of sound, Tourists, loud cars, shopping malls all around. But hours and hours go by until the clouds separate in the sky, and the lights are here and they're taking over me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are looking down at me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are hovering over me. The building lights shine brighter than stars from space, and giant billboard lights glare with style and grace. From a distance or far away, you can tell when they come out to play. The skylights in the city of the world. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are looking down at me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are hovering over me. There we go. It's the nighttime that I'm destined to see. The lights shine bright red, blue, and green. And when the night falls, they call out to me. At nighttime, this is where I'm supposed to be. Supposed to be. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are looking down at me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are hovering over me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are looking down at me. The skylights I'm looking at, the skylights, they glisten over me. The skylights are hovering over me.
Oh
Yes.
my God, so good!
Yes.
That was amazing! just love Skylight. Such a good fucking song. Okay, Bulletin, let's go.
Do it.
Warrior, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Wax. Somebody got the Warrior.
I have to get this ready for stream at some point.
Oh, Warrior, thank you so much. Somebody got the Professor Sybil Brandon. Thank you. Aw. I have beef with Wax, by the way.
Why?
Because he said something very rude in Regal's chat.
Oh, okay. Your fake beef led to me getting harassed by a crazy person. Don't call me a crazy person on my own stream.
No, he's talking. Shut.
I know.
Really,
that's
Wax?
I was making a joke as well.
You need to tell me. DM me. I'm so sorry, but DM me. Tell us about.
Don't call me a crazy person. I'm not crazy. I'm
I'm
not crazy at all. Why would you call me crazy? I can't believe it, okay? Can't believe you would call me such names. I'm not even a little crazy, all right? You know what is crazy? CalvinThomasMusic, thanks so much for that raid and bringing over the fam.
Thank you so much for that raid.
We're going to get to that interview in just a second. For those of you who have never watched Music Exposed, every week we do what's called the Music Exposed Bulletin Board, which is brand new releases and big announcements from other Twitch musicians and Twitch streamers. And so each week you'll want to make sure that you check out musicexposed.show to get all of those releases, to hear them all as they come out. And many of our guests who have been on the show before are featured on the list. And whenever you have a new release or some big news that you want me to know about, make sure that you hit me up on Twitter or Discord or wherever, or you can send me an email through the musicexposed.show site, and I will make sure to let you guys know when there are new releases coming. And this week's bulletin board is freaking massive. So as always, if you like to hear new releases from Twitch streaming musicians or streaming musicians in general, there are 3 links under the bulletin board that are very important for you to check out. The first is Twitch Finds with 5-Hit Dune. He spends...
Twitch Finds?
Shut up. Twitch Finds with 5-Hit Dune. He releases a new episode every week where he highlights new streamers who are brand new to the platform or people that most of you have never seen before. It's where I find a lot of my new streamers. So make sure you check that out, twitch.tv/5hitdune. The Eargasm with LP. She's been streaming a lot more frequently lately. So if you want to help review some music, give some feedback to new producers and songwriters, check that out at the Eargasm. And finally, Glasswegian and his blog at glasswegian.com. He provides us with so many new releases and so much feedback every single week. He is like the MVP of the bulletin board. So I'm so grateful for him and for all of his feedback and for all of you that help send me new releases and new music every single week. So I appreciate that very, very much. Again, musicexposed.show. If mods, you can post that in the chat. Please go and check out these releases after the show. So first this week on the bulletin board, Wolfgang Merckx, our friend in the chat. He's there right now, W_MRX. He's there, has a new release with Crow's Labyrinth. It's called Ornaments 1, and he's been posting all sorts of playlists and stuff that has been in, so make sure that you go check that one out. Bethan Lamas, who is our friend Corny Ears, who apparently dreams of me putting on weird open mic night gigs or gigs like that, which I very much appreciate, just dropped her new EP that's called 3, so make sure you check that out on her Bandcamp, and check out her stream. She's amazing. She's someone that we need to get on the show pretty soon here. Corny Ears, she is fantastic. And her EP is called 3. Moonlight Social, my amazing friends, they just dropped their new single, What Do You Want From Me? They were like dominating the bulletin board for a few weeks there, and it's been a little while since we've had them. So very excited to see a new release coming out from them. Moonlight Social's What Do You Want From Me? My good friend Scott Buckley, the reason that I actually started streaming, just dropped a new single this week. Twitch.tv/musoscientific. So if you want to love someone or you want someone to blame for my existence on Twitch, make sure you check out his new release. It's called Precipice. He is a fantastic classical composer and does such amazing and professional work. And all of his music, for those of you who need stream-safe stuff and you don't want to use the silence noise or any of that stuff, Scott Buckley has Creative Commons music that he makes freely available to everybody. So if you want some epic classical and electronic music to go behind your streams, check out twitch.tv/mesoscientific, Scott Buckley's new song, Precipice. Randomized just dropped a new song that's called Yours Exclusively, twitch.tv/RNDMZD. So make sure you check that one out. Maggie's, our good friend, she just dropped, she has a new pre-release coming up. It hasn't dropped yet. It's called Just Some Random Love. I believe that one comes out on Valentine's Day, but Just Some Random Love, that'll be on all the streaming services. So please pre-save that one. Very, very important if you like to support musicians, that when they drop those pre-save links on you, that you actually do it. It makes a huge difference in the streaming service algorithms, especially Spotify. So when you see those pre-save links and you're like, oh, another musician asking me to do something, and I don't feel like doing it, make sure that you actually do it. It really helps, and it gives you a lot more of a chance of being put on the playlist. So Maggie's track is Just Some Random Love. Tara Naomi just dropped a cover of the very famous Bob Dylan song, The Times They Are A-Changin'. That is available. There's a video for that, and it's available on all the streaming services. Lynx Music has a new single that's coming out, twitch.tv/LynxMusic. Be there. I believe she also said that comes out next week, so make sure that you go pre-save that one. Becky Machine just dropped a new EP with Baines. So Becky Machine and Baines have a new EP called New Beginnings. Make sure you check that one out. Emma McGrath, twitch.tv/Emma McGrath, just dropped her new video that's called Paradise. That video is available up on musicexposed.show, or you can go check it out on the YouTube link that's up there. Linny Official, she actually has a collaboration. Andy Moore, Somna, and Linny Official just dropped their new single that's called More Than Love for some awesome electro stuff. Kate McGill, twitch.tv/Kate Laura McGill, just dropped her new video that's also called Unable. And then Frisky Monkey with Saoirse, another friend of the show and another person that we need to get on soon. Saoirse Music, I love her stuff. They just dropped a new single that's called Together Alone. Duke and Jones featuring Nicole Miller just dropped their new single that's called Walk Away. So tons of collabs for some reason this month. And finally, Lucas Oraqueña, I don't know if that's Ibai Llanos, and Autopilot just dropped their new song El Cuarteto de Ibai. So I think that's a cover as well. But Autopilot, another huge friend of the show, probably somebody else that we need to get on. So massive, massive bulletin board. Thanks for all the submissions. Thanks for everyone for giving me all these. So again, Wolfgang Merckx, Bethan Lamas, Moonlight Social, Scott Buckley, Randomized, Maggie's, Tara Naomi, Lynx, Becky Machine, Emma McGrath, Linny, Kate McGill, Katie Dwyer, Frisky Monkey and Saoirse, Duke and Jones featuring Nicole Miller, and Lucas Oraqueña, Ibai Llanos, and Autopilot. That is your Music Exposed bulletin
That is
board.
a big list today. Should we also consider Wax Wayne's produced by Mike Shinoda?
That isn't released yet.
It's not released
when he
yet.
releases it, of course I'll promote it.
It's not released yet.
If you want to hear new releases from Wax Wayne, his album that came out with Mid Dream has been featured on the bulletin before. Woman Numerique, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Since apparently I can't speak English.
You can't speak English
When I read
today.
16 bulletin board entries, I stop being able to pronounce English. So that's how it works. So, so many amazing people on the bulletin board. And also, if you don't want to go through one by one, Esky Beats does a great service for us, and he puts all of those new releases into a playlist on Spotify for you to listen to. So make sure you check out that playlist if you just want to listen to all of them at once. And that would include Woman Numerique from... That's a hard word! Woman Numerique from Wax Wayne and from Mid Dream.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that.
Great bulletin board.
We have a lot of people today. And now we have a very, very special guest, which you already heard with 3 songs. We have Calvin Thomas.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hi, friends.
Hello.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
How are you?
Good. Everything's good here.
Yeah?
Is my audio okay?
Yeah, you're all good. You're all perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all great, and you have a beautiful body to go with. To go with that man over there too. As always.
It's a beautiful wham.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
know.
You put on your special dress today.
I agree. It's weird how often people put on that same special dress.
Yeah.
It's like the
Exactly.
famous Music Exposed special dress.
I don't know why people always go for the same dress. It's kind of weird.
It is
don't you
weird.
think?
It is unusual. I agree.
Don't you think?
So Sarah has been fangirling over you, Calvin.
I have,
Since the
yes.
minute we knew you were going to be on the show. She loves your stream. So I'm going to give you the first question.
Me the first
You do
question?
it. You
Oh
got it.
my god.
Right.
So you are an original musician, and I want to know how let's get just right into it.
Right in.
How
Okay.
is your music writing process? What do you start with first? Do you go first with a melody? Do you sing something into your phone? Or do you have, you could do the chords first? How do you go about writing your music?
So there are moments where I either record audio into my phone, like an idea will just come up either like if I just wake up, or if I'm like cooking some food, or if I'm like opening my front door.
Yeah.
Sometimes some ideas
Yes.
sometimes they just come to me, and then I'm like phone, and then I record it there. Other times it's like I have some stuff that I work on in my loop station, and I'm like, I kind of want to expand on this. And so that's where all that comes from. And I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and do this. And it starts off where it's instrumental first and then lyrics second, because I feel like my instrumental stuff is much stronger than my lyrical like songwriting skill. And so it's music first and then the lyrics. I always have trouble writing lyrics, good lyrics.
Interesting. Because you have good
know?
lyrics.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I agree.
You have good lyrics.
Thank you.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess just trying to find lyrics that aren't the same, focus on the same theme all the time. Like a lot of the songs that I've written so far have been about like second chances and redemption, and just trying to find something outside of that when you've been writing like that for so long is a little tricky.
Yeah, for sure. So why are those the themes that are so prevalent in your music? So why are second chances and redemption the thing that seem to be your primary songwriting theme?
I guess, well, for one thing, it just feels really nice when you put them against like ascending chord progressions or descending ones, kind of like what you hear in classical music or opera or something, But then also because, I mean, there are some things that I probably wish I could have done in my 20s or even earlier than that, that I didn't do because I wasn't as confident as I am now.
Yeah.
And those songs are kind of nods to like, hey, there's still time.
Yeah.
But just keep in mind that you have to acknowledge the past too.
Of course.
Move forward, but also acknowledge the past because it's still there. It's just kind of in the corner, sitting there with a dunce cap on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah.
So you started on Periscope, I read on your website. How was that?
I did, yeah.
So how was that? How would you compare? How long have you been streaming in general, first of all? And how would you compare Periscope to Twitch now?
Periscope was pretty much the platform that I used to grow as a person, a musician, and a content creator, in terms of like utilizing live streaming resources and getting to know the layout of what a live stream is, all that stuff. And then there were other platforms I used, like YouNow and some other
Nice.
ones like Busker and things. But Periscope was the main one. And then I jumped onto Twitch, and it's like all the stuff that I was able to learn from Periscope just skyrocketed,
Yeah.
And it actually became a little easier for me to flesh myself out in terms of like what I wanted to do, my skill set, all that, because it was just easier. It was just easier. And then the community on Twitch is a lot more, I think, I guess in terms of the music community, it's more. They're more involved. They stick around as long as you're on. They stick around.
Yeah.
Compared to people on Periscope, not everybody, but certain people, they'll be on and it's like, okay, cool, have a good day.
Right.
But like on Twitch, it's like I'm going to stay until you finish your entire 6-hour stream.
Yes.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
true.
Yes.
I'm like, don't you guys have to like eat or something?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'll just
Do
lurk
you have a
and grab
life
some
or
food.
something?
No.
Yeah, like, don't you guys have to like watch some TV or something? They're like, no. We're good.
Right.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hang out here.
Yeah, that's actually
And so Yeah, just it's more community focused, and there are a lot more resources to work with to better your live stream. Those are just two of the many things that Twitch offers, and I'm pretty fortunate to have been able to, be a part of all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the main differences between Twitch and Periscope, really.
Yeah. So my question then would be, so obviously we talked about your journey to Twitch. So how did you get started as a musician? Have you always been a songwriter, or did you start in other projects or work with other people? How did that come to be? But to get you into music in the first place.
I grew up in a musical family. So my dad was in a
nice.
band. Yeah, he was in a band with my uncles.
Nice.
My brothers were always doing kind of music stuff. Not like learning an instrument until I guess later on, but I've always been around music.
Yeah.
And when I turned 13, my dad got me my first guitar, and I was just full sail from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my brothers were in band for a little while, but then after high school they stopped doing that. But I kept the music thing going.
Yeah.
I wasn't in school band, but I kept doing music stuff.
That's
Sure.
awesome.
And 17 years later, we're here.
Nice.
Nice.
And did you focus when you were starting? Did you focus when you were starting the journey? Did you focus more on writing your own songs, and have you kind of always been a songwriter, or were you focused on kind of developing your skills as an instrumentalist or musician, and then became a songwriter after that?
Probably more of the latter.
Okay.
Because there were a lot of songs that I wanted to play, and I just didn't have enough time, really.
Right.
But I started with Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton.
Nice.
And, all those guys.
Yeah, the
right?
easy songs. You're like, we'll just start with the easy, the Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah, all of that, and then Sunshine of Your Love.
Yes.
And all that stuff.
Amazing.
And then I went from that to like acoustic guitar, because I got that about 7 years later, and I was playing stuff like Jim Croce and James Taylor and 70s singer-songwriter. And then I went from that to metal. Metal was right in between. It was it was right in between
Nice.
like the classic rock and the acoustic guitar, and then like jazz came into play. So it was all over the place.
Yeah.
But in terms of the songwriting, like original songwriting, it happened like once or twice for a little while I was a kid. But it didn't really kick in until, until I started busking, which was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. So how did that start for you? Was it just to brush up as a musician? Was it financial reasons, or where did the busking come from?
So I was working a music store job. I was working at a music and arts.
Yes.
And the schedules would jump from it would be like a 9 to 3 or a 3 to 9 or a 1 to 8 or it's just like really mixed schedules there.
Yeah.
And so I needed to find a way to still do my music stuff, but also still keep my job.
Right.
Yeah.
And so busking allowed me to play at farmers markets and to set up my own schedule, really. Like I would play there for a little while in the morning, and then I'd go from there to my afternoon to my evening job. And then there were days where I would work in the morning, and then I might possibly be able to busk that evening. So I had to do that, and it also helped me bring a little bit of money in too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. I miss it, actually.
You do miss it? Yeah.
I do.
But you also play gigs. Like you have shows and you played at venues and stuff like that. I mean, now it's difficult anyways because, COVID. Well, how would you compare Twitch performing to gigging and performing on a stage? How would you compare? What are the differences, and what do you like more about one or the other?
I honestly think that playing music here on Twitch is a lot. It's just a lot better, really. For one thing, it's it's a lot better. It's a lot easier on me, because I tend to overthink things a little bit, and I tend to stress out when things don't really like if it seems like it's gonna go south. I'm like, I gotta find a backup plan now, contingency plan. And that's how I felt at live gigs and shows and stuff. And then at the same time, with those live venues, you're playing your music, but there might be moments where not everybody's listening to you.
Right.
They're doing 1, 2, 3 other things, and you're just kind of in the corner like, hey, how you doing?
Right, exactly.
hey, how you doing? I have a $900 guitar, and
Yes.
I'm just kind of here.
Hooray.
But compared, yeah, exactly, yeah. So, compared to Twitch, right? Everybody gets front row seats.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a space that you feel like you'll be able to be most productive in, and then you get a lot of helpful feedback, constructive criticism, and you also just it's a really interesting experience, you know. And then I'm also a studio guy, so this is like my preferred way anyway.
Yeah,
Nice.
That makes sense.
Now, I want to ask about the busking. I want to go back to that a little bit. So, do you have so tell us some interesting stories about busking, because I feel like we've only had one person really on the show before, Hameta, who is the only one that really did it on a serious basis. So, what were your experiences like busking? Did you find you got ignored a lot, or do you have any funny stories that come from the days of you doing that?
Well, there was one time I was playing in Washington, D.C., and I was busking near a metro station because that's where the farmer's market was. I was inside the market, and I was playing in there. And then all of a sudden, there's a homeless guy that comes from one of the entrances to the market, and he was there pretty often. And you know, the staff, they knew him pretty well.
Yeah.
And so he decided to just grab one of the things off of it, because there were like brownies and stuff on a table that one of the venues was selling.
Sure.
Yeah.
One of the vendors was selling, and he picked one up and he came over to me and he grabbed it and he said, "Here you go," and he started to here's the thing, he started to unwrap it too. And I'm like, you know what, that's okay. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna set it aside, because I didn't want to be like, oh, get out of my face.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, he had already opened up the brownie, like the wrapper and everything, and you know, I don't know where he's been, right? So I just set it on the side, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back to it later. And then he's like, okay, have a good day. And then he comes back, and he's like, did you eat the brownie yet? And I'm like, no, I'm still playing music, but that's okay, that's fine. I'll get to it eventually. How are you? And then then he ended up he walked off again. And I started playing some music and things like that. And then he was walking again. I felt like he was going to come back up to me and ask again.
Yeah.
And I was prepared. I was like, okay, seriously? I'm trying to play my music right now. But then one of the vendors came in for the save, and they got him out of there because they saw that he was trying to come up again.
Yeah, again,
to ask me if I. So I'm like,
you're just making sure you were well taken care of, obviously. He's like, come on.
Just have your best interest in mind.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The dude unwrapped the brownie. I'm like, I know you're being considerate, but come on, think about my well-being.
Maybe he was willing to just feed you right there on stage. That would have been a story to tell. It's like, here, let me feed you some brownie.
That would have been interesting. Maybe I would have gotten more tips in my jar. It was kind of dry for a little while, you know. It was kind of dry, but maybe that would have helped. But yeah, that was just that was something that I was like, okay, cool. So that happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are a very, very fast-growing streamer. I remember when I saw you, it was Existence 130 who recommended you to us.
Yes.
And I saw you stream for the first time, and I remember you were still a small streamer, and now you have been like skyrocketing, and you're reaching for the skylights. I know, right? How horrible.
Terrible.
Horrible. But do you feel like there is a music community? Do you feel like you're part of a music community? Did you have a lot of support from a particular streamer? Or how do you see the music community? On Twitch, obviously.
Probably, I'm trying to find the best way to describe it without giving you an entire paragraph.
Yeah, but you can give us a paragraph. That's what you're here for.
I guess they are probably the friendliest people that I have met.
Yeah.
They are the most supportive people that I have met, and they are the most, I guess, when it comes to content creators and then viewers as well.
Yeah.
They're also goal driven, because they see one Twitch streamer doing X, Y, and Z, and then they're like, cool,
I want to do that. Also, I'm kind of motivated to do other stuff too, not related to them, but their drive fuels me, you know?
Yeah.
And then another person sees that and they're like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing that this person did, but I'm going to do it my way and I'm going to reach my goals. And then, you know, just so on and so forth. And it's like, that's the kind of stuff that I would like to see at live venues like bars and breweries and stuff like that. But I mean, come on. They're at the end of the day, everybody's there to get drunk and have a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna stop that because that's just a part of the ordeal. But when it comes to playing music and getting the kind of, I guess, having their energy match yours, you know, it's like it's perfect on Twitch. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they help me get a lot of the stuff you're seeing in my studio right now.
Yeah.
And they also help the channel reach certain milestones, and they, you know, give me constructive criticism and feedback about my streams and things. I don't know. It's just that kind of support. I don't ever want to, like, if I ever get to a point where I'm taking advantage of that or I'm just stepping over it like it doesn't even mean anything, please let me know, because
I don't think you're that kind of person.
Yeah,
I'm getting the vibe. Like, I don't think you're that kind of person.
Yeah, I guess it's just I don't know. It's that kind of community that I really, really appreciate, and it's just really unique too. It's really and it's en masse, you know, it's big. So.
Do you have any moments that are kind of your favorite moments of streaming, or like a moment? In particular, since we were talking about growth, do you have a particular moment where you're like, wow, this is something I can really take seriously? Like, I'm focused on it, but was there a particular moment, or were there a series of moments that were like, wow, this is really moving forward for me, or I'm really progressing here, that will kind of stand out for you in your memories as you think back on streaming in the future?
I guess one of the things that I thought was pretty cool that showed how things are really progressing is that you know, there was one person who was in my stream when I guess it was about maybe a year or so ago.
Okay.
And they were in my streams and they gave me a couple of compliments and things. And at the time, I was using a green screen, and my green screen, like, I didn't have it fully keyed to where it was like my entire image. You know, you could see like my arm kind of phasing in and out, and, like my guitar phasing in and out and stuff like that. And you know, the lighting wasn't the best, but they still showed up and they gave a compliment and all that stuff, and it was really cool. They came back a year later and they saw that I had like all of this set up. My microphone was here, my audio was pretty crisp, and then my video was also looking pretty good. And they're like, man, what the heck happened? I feel like I wasn't even gone that long. And, you know, you got all this stuff here. Yes. And it kind of made me step back a little bit and realize that I've been moving a little bit faster than I actually, like, can process.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And that was one of the main things that made me realize, yeah, this channel is definitely moving up for sure. It's moving up. And sometimes I have to step back and process it all because it's moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's that person.
So, talking about still growing and all those things, I know you have worked with T-Pain. Tell us about that.
Okay. Okay, so my brother and I were watching a movie, and then one of his mods at the time went into my Discord and was shouting at me, hey, you gotta get in this Discord now, get in the Discord now, get in the Discord now. T-Pain wants to talk to you. And I had my phone, but I wasn't anywhere near my computer. And a little while I checked my Discord and I'm like, oh shoot, these messages are coming out of nowhere. And so I went to my Discord and I'm like, what's going on, dude? What's going on? And he's like, T-Pain wants to record music with you. Get in there now. And I'm like, this is some kind of joke. This is a joke. And he's like, no, I'm not joking. And then one of his mods, Brewer and the Crew, reached out to me and got me into T-Pain's like collab Discord. Okay. And then I got into a voice call with him, and then I don't know. I kind of had to, in my mind, I had to step back for a bit, and I was like, wait, hold on a second. So right now I'm talking to the guy who was like the T-Pain, and it was pretty epic. I recorded some stuff with him, but
they were like a few tracks. He wanted me to record a particular type of track, and I don't think he ended up using it. But I think like at that moment I was like, oh shoot, maybe I should just lay in my bed for a little bit and stare at the ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of like visualize what the heck just happened. But it was a really awesome experience, and yeah, it's something that I honestly didn't expect.
Yeah.
My brother and I were watching a movie with Chris Hemsworth in it, and then all of a sudden I'm trying to write some tunes with T-Pain. It's like,
yeah.
You know.
Well, you clearly didn't have any other plans. You're just watching a movie. T-Pain's like, I know you're not busy right now. You can.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Like, let me just go ahead and reach out to this guy.
Yeah, that's right.
He also ended up finding my channel, like sometime before he reached out. Like he subbed to my channel.
Huh.
And
Nice.
and I didn't even know that had happened. There were people in my chat who brought that up, and I was like, wait, my channel, really? I'm honored, but also why?
Yeah, why? Why?
Yeah, like why? I'm honored.
Yeah.
But like why? And yeah, and just the rest is history.
So do you have anybody that's kind of on your, I guess I'll ask this as a twofold question. Do you have a kind of wish list of people that you wish you could work with? And I'll start with people that are on Twitch or just anyone. So who would be your Twitch wish list and who would be your anybody you could work with wish list?
You know, that's actually a really good question because the music community is filled with so many talented people.
Yes.
That I feel like if I had to choose people to work with, I'd end up choosing everybody.
I will work with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, but I know there's a duo here on Twitch. They're called The Compliments.
Yes, yes.
And Greg and Alicia.
Yeah.
Greg and Alicia. They're two fantastic people. I've been meaning to like do some stuff with them for the longest time, but I just haven't set aside any time for it. But I would definitely love to work on some stuff with them for sure. You know, and then also, you know, Tesseract,
metal, yeah.
Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah, Tesseract is amazing. Like Dan Tompkins is freaking fantastic, and Jay Powstone's also fantastic. I'd love to get a chance to work with them. You know, I've been listening to their stuff like for years.
Yeah.
Even like the early days, like with Periphery and all those guys.
Yeah.
Didn't actually Sunfire work with their vocalist, I think?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
I mean, they have a very harmonious relationship. They go back and forth a lot. Yeah. It's very interesting. I do want to ask about that because.
So you might want to hit up with the Sunfire.
Yeah, Sunfire can hook you up with that. Well, and they're accessible on Twitch too, though.
Yeah,
You can just jump in that. I'm pretty sure they're on our stream team, Tesseract.
Yeah. Oh,
Pretty sure,
okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So you had a question?
Well, the question I was going to ask, actually, I spaced it now that you said that. No, I was going to ask, here's what it was, I remember. It's very interesting because so where did the metal stuff come from? Because obviously listening to your music and like kind of hearing what you did and what you performed on this, I find it very interesting that metal is part of your listening repertoire.
Same.
And that you actually had a metal phase, because I would not have guessed that at all. And of course, everyone has different dynamics. So what got you into metal? And obviously you still listen to it. So what was kind of your gateway into that?
I guess like when I started learning like Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton, all those guys, the classic rock, like it transitioned from classic rock to like more heavier hard rock to like post-hardcore to like metal, like heavy metal, 80s heavy metal to modern heavy metal to metalcore to like progressive technical metal, symphonic metal. Like it just kind of slowly transitioned from rock to metal. And it's like I can remember listening to like Killswitch Engage and All That Remains. You know, oh man, I'm already blanking on the Maria Brink and her band. I'm really drawing a blank. I really shouldn't be, but they're fantastic too. I was listening to all of them like when I was pretty young, and I still listen to that stuff even today, mixed with some other things. And then there are moments where I jump to like bossa nova.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's nice and chill.
Yeah, but yeah, it's something that just I don't know. I guess there's a lot about metal, and all of its denominations that make it so unique and so interesting and appealing.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, from all the sweeping to maybe having all the effects working together in one instance to, I don't know. Just a lot of things about it.
No, I love that. I love that.
I agree. I agree with that question Prince Adam asked in chat. I have a question. Can Calvin work with silence to write a 80s love rock ballad? I kind of love that. I feel like you guys should do that.
Easily,
you guys should do that.
Except that's like my least favorite genre of music. So it would be I guess Cry Myself to Sleep is kind of an 80s rock ballad. It kind of falls in that. So I guess I can do it. It's just not my favorite genre.
But that would be awesome, actually. I have a very, 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 very important question.
Okay.
Who is George, and how did he start being on your channel?
All right. So a while back, my parents had this plant, and it was on one of their desks. And when my parents gave me like this small shelf where I could put my books on, they also had this plant in there. And I was like, I don't know why this is here, but I feel like I want to do something with this. So I've had the plant on my stream for a little bit, and then people in my chat started talking about names. And I was like,
well, yeah.
I'm like, how about George? And then, boom, George was born. And the thing that I do normally is, like, when people ask about George, I'll tell them that George is my pet plant, and that he is from another planet, and that he doesn't need any water or any sunlight, but I do need to keep him on the stream because he's got a bit of an ego.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then the rest is history.
I like it. Is there fanfic of George yet?
Probably.
Is there have there been people writing?
If they did, I would be freaking honored. That would freaking make me smile.
I feel like that's a Twitch thing. Calvin's chat, who's hanging around in here, get on that.
Please write some fanfic
where is the George fanfic?
George, please.
I know.
And make some comics too. What about Michael? There's also a Michael. Talk to us about Michael.
So you have George Michael? It's George Michael. Oh, okay.
I do, yeah. Because this microphone here, which is actually from a couple streams, and you know, I was able to get one of these from one of my amazing friends here, Raj Mahal, and this microphone is amazing. It's a condenser microphone, and it's got like a natural flat tone to it, and you know, they got this to me, and
nice.
I did a stream one time where it was like, it's just me, George, and Michael.
So you and George Michael got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now you have to perform "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me" if you're doing that, then, because you have George Michael and you doing a duet. Like, that's his famous duet. I feel like you have.
That song is such a beautiful song.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, I like, anytime I get asked to play it, I'm like, let's do this, shall we? And then I just get things rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny how all that ended up working out, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I love that microphone. It's such
That's
a
amazing.
balanced condenser.
Are you a fan of George Michael?
I wouldn't say I'm a fan.
Okay.
But I do say, for the songs that I have heard growing up, I do like what I've heard.
I think that George Michael might be the most underrated vocalist of his generation. I know that's a big statement. George Michaelist is an insanely gifted vocalist. For people who haven't, like, because he focuses so much on the sex appeal and, like, being the sexy dude and his weird stuff, it gets overlooked a lot. But then he has some stuff in his repertoire. He is just an insane vocalist. Insane.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Check out George Michael.
Even when I'm... Yeah, because I mean, I imagine he's got like a pretty massive discography. So
massive range too. Yeah, he's all over the place. But it's interesting because no one ever talks about George Michael when you talk about great vocalists.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone just remembers him from the Elton John duet and then all of his other stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a man crush because I don't think he's a great songwriter. I think he has, but he also, that said, he also has some stuff that's like generationally famous. Like Faith is everybody knows Faith still. And when you're an artist that has a generationally famous song, you've succeeded. Like, what else are you going to do if you have a song in the consciousness?
Yeah,
Last Christmas, Faith, Freedom is still heard today.
Freedom.
You know, so he's got a lot of stuff that's generationally famous, which anybody that has that has succeeded as an artist, in my opinion.
So in terms of going back to Twitch, who are your inspirations on Twitch?
What?
It's
I'm just laughing at Bazzy's comment because he's like, and everybody knows Baker Street. Yes. George Michael's Baker Street.
George Michael's Baker Street, Bazzy.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. Everybody knows Baker Street.
Yes. Never mind Jerry Rafferty. Okay. Never mind him. I love it.
You know what? It's I would say that I think going back to the compliments again.
Yeah.
They've got Greg is such a technically proficient pianist. And he's also, he's classically trained, so you can see all of those elements in his playing. And he's one of the Twitch musicians that really kind of inspires me to keep playing piano and to maybe eventually try some classical tunes on piano. Maybe. Classical is its own thing, but he's definitely got such proficient reach when it comes to his playing. And that's one of the main things that I respect a lot. And then, I think that's just one of the main things. There are probably a number of other Twitch musicians that come to mind, but he was one of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
So,
what else you got?
Tell me. I'm out of questions.
You're done? You're like, I quit on questions.
I can go now. I'm done. Bye, guys.
No, I'll ask a Sarah question then, because this is always a Sarah question at this point. So Sarah always asks, have you ever had any drama on your Twitch channel? Whether it's drama with people coming, obviously I'm sure you get trolls and things like that, but have you ever had any drama on your Twitch channel or drama with other streamers? Like any competition or any stuff that's come up that you're like, man,
or people bad-mouthing
or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I think one thing that I try to do is, like, I'm not a fan of drama. I am not the fan of it at all. And so whatever I can do to diffuse the situation, I'll do it. But I imagine that there might be people out there who are like, this dude sucks. And this dude's black shirt is terrible. And what's the deal with that Twitch pillow in the background?
Why do you have a giant Pokemon on your screen? I don't like Pokemans.
They'll be like, what's the deal? Why is that Raichu on your piano?
Yes.
Like, dude, get out of here. But nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm just the dude that comes on to Twitch and plays music and stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe make some maybe the bad jokes are what make people want to talk.
That's right. People are cringing about the jokes. Yeah. Well, believe me, we're on the right show for that.
Yeah.
If you're looking for cringe humor, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, but this is the place where you go for horrible.
It is.
Oh, I do actually have another question.
Wait, but it's overtime.
Calvin's like, what the fuck is going on?
Sorry, it's a thing.
It's over. It's overtime.
Overtime. Chat's on it.
So, we had this discussion a little bit before, and I said I was going to ask this question, so I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Are you a Chad?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I guess. I don't think so. I mean, would I get like? I don't know. I don't think I've ever been asked that question.
Big Chad energy.
I don't think I've ever been asked if I'm a Chad. I mean, is that something I should like? Should I be honored if I am one? Like,
no, I don't think you're a Chad.
If I take a test and they say you are 78% Chad, would I be like, yes? would I be like, yes, finally?
Yeah.
Or would I be like, oh, wait a minute,
I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that test either. I don't know how I want to score on the Chad test.
Yeah.
Listen, I have survey software. We could develop a Chad test. We need to figure out what we would ask on the Chad test.
I love
now
that.
that we've got
We
it
should
there.
do that.
We
Here's
should
the
do
thing. You
Yeah.
probably end up pushing like all those BuzzFeed tests out of the water. I don't even know if
I
that's
agree.
going to work.
that. The Chad test.
The Chad test. Are you a Chad?
Are you
Find
a Chad?
out now.
So
Yeah, no.
I love it. I would love. Yeah, that's easy to do, and then just collect 1 million email addresses and promote Calvin Thomas's music channel. There you
Exactly.
go.
And
That's
we're like,
the ultimate
you
Chad
know.
move right there. If you're really a Chad, you will come up with a Chad quiz.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
How Chad are you?
How Chad are you? So I have a question for you.
That's an overtime. Overtime.
We don't have reverb the same.
We do.
I don't
You
like
just
it.
have to step on this.
Oh.
Overtime. See? Yeah,
There we go.
okay.
Thank you. Anyway,
Ooh.
so my question, we have a lot of other streamers who are both experienced and new streamers that watch this show. And so what would be some advice that you would give to somebody that's either just getting started or has been around and is not, moving at the same speed that you are? What's some advice that you would give to up-and-coming music streamers?
These are probably going to be things that a number of other streamers have touched on, but it's important stuff. So I think one of the first things I could say is feel free to jump into other communities of streamers that you like, because it's one thing for you to go in there and see what they're doing, but it's another thing for you to chat with the viewers, to chat with the streamer, to get a feel of the environment and what kind of things that people like to chat about, like some of the things like food, games, TV shows. All those things are great things to talk about with your chat, because everybody does that stuff. Everybody eats. Yeah. Everybody. I'm hoping everybody plays games. And
how do you know that everybody eats? Maybe I never eat.
and that's the thing. If you don't eat, that, I can't relate to you. I'm sorry.
That's right. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm banned.
I'm sorry.
Bye, guys. Nice knowing you.
But yeah, like jump into different communities and learn about them and get familiar with them, because it's just a way for you to, I don't want to say network, because that's not what it is.
Right.
That's not what it is.
I hate when people use that word like that too. I agree, because yes, there is a networking component to it, and a lot of the business teachers will teach you that. But I also think that is the number one most important thing. That's exactly what I would say too. Of you have to understand what happens on the platform before you can be successful on the platform. So very, very important.
Yeah, and that's just it's stuff that will it's a lot of things that you can take with you on your own stream. And then another thing is to get familiar with as many of the Twitch resources as you can without burning yourself out, because there's a lot. You've got your bots, you've got your widgets, your extensions, you've got your about page, you've got channel points, you've got hosting, rating, all those things. Get familiar with it, but don't burn yourself out doing it. Space that stuff out, because, as a beginner streamer, you want to, at least for me, you would want to get the resources in your hand and then use them immediately. But you can't do that because you're not going to have any energy to explore everything about Twitch. You're only one person. And then even if you get somebody to help you with that stuff, it'll shave off a lot of time, yes, but there's still a whole bunch of stuff on Twitch.
Right.
You got to space that stuff out. So learn as much as you can about the resources you use, but don't overdo it, because then that might not make you want to stream. You might just want to call it, and then be patient, be consistent, and be persistent, because the success you're seeing from other streamers that might have like 5,000 viewers, 10,000, 15, 20,000 viewers, they didn't just get there immediately.
Yes,
it took time.
True.
It took time, it took patience, and it took a lot of feedback. I'm imagining it took a lot of feedback, things that worked, things that didn't work, trial and error, all those things. And if you're not willing to go through that for your streams, then your streams will not work.
Right.
So you have to take that into consideration. Be patient.
Yes.
The stream you want will come. It's just you have to go about it in a very organic way.
Right. And I liked what you said earlier, because I think that's an important thing that a lot of people overlook as well, is as you're being part of communities, but also you mentioned modeling after other streams, because most of us are doing the same thing. Like, you see someone stream and you're like, man, I want to be like that, or I wish I could do things like what they do, but then I want to iterate on it myself. So I want to take that element from this person and that element from this person and kind of put my own spin on that and make it my own thing. And that's not a bad thing. It's not directly stealing, which is a lot of people are like, oh man, I can't do that. It's like, no, for the most part, all of us, the thing that you're showcasing if you're a music streamer is your own music, is your own expression of how you do it. Even if you're doing cover songs or busking, no two people do it the same.
Yeah.
So the showcase item you've already got unlocked. So it's not a bad thing to ask other people, like, what are they doing technically, or how do they set things up, or that stuff is very important, and no one should feel ashamed of doing that.
Yeah, very true.
It's funny that you bring that up, because like during the time my early streams, I would take a look at like different streamers who had like their audio and video like in high gear, like things were looking solid, audio was clear, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would go there and I'd be like, okay, so what are they doing? What gear are they using? Like, how in the world did they get like the camera to just go from here and then slide over here to the other side? Like, how are they doing all that stuff? And I would just kind of look at more and more streams as my streams grew and quality, and like the more that I would see other streamers with like super high top quality, I would also end up upgrading mine at the same time without even realizing it. But at one point, I thought that if I do what they're doing, it's going to be me copying them. And it took a little bit for me to get out of that mindset.
Right,
so,
yeah.
It's interesting you brought that up.
Yeah, I think that's important, because I think for a lot of us, that's the thing, is like, oh, well, Scene of Action does that, I can't do that. Or, Halcyon does that, I can't do that. And it's like, well, no, the product at the end of the day, I think for most of us who are, streamers on the show or watching the show, is you forget that the music is kind of the product. Like, the music is what we're here to do. Everything else is just the icing on the cake. And yes, you need it. Like, it's absolutely necessary to have the good quality audio and the good production and all those things, because it only helps you grow faster. But I think most of us are here because we love music.
Yeah,
so,
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
I hear
Absolutely.
that. I hear that.
So anything else that you want to say to our audience, or anything else you want to share? Any last words before Sarah starts drama with you? Since Chad already said, since you haven't had drama, apparently Sarah's going to start drama with you.
I always try to have drama with people. But
that's
then
right.
Nobody
apparently
actually
you get Wax Wayne accosted by psychos on the internet.
I actually did.
You're
but
like,
I
good job.
I also
good job ruining Wax's day, Sarah.
Drama with Jersh, but then it only turned into a meme.
Jersh has his family. I'm paying attention to my family right now rather than streaming.
I tried drama with Waffles, but Waffles also she
hasn't been streaming a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying here, okay? I'm really trying.
2021 isn't looking too good for you if that's the case.
No, it isn't. I want some drama, Calvin. Do you want to be my drama partner?
Yeah, my drama partner.
Like, if you're looking for that silver lining in 2021, you got it. First of all, I'll say this: the dress that I have on your screen, it's good. Yeah. But I feel like you should have gotten some more sparkles on it, though.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
I feel like Calvin would be a good person to have drama with if you're a villain like me, because I joke that I'm a Twitch villain all the time, because I like to start drama with people who absolutely don't deserve it. Like, I just start, like, all of my jokes on my stream are just me tormenting people who are very nice and wholesome.
Like Matt Gaddy?
Like Matt or Miss Mary Lou is my famous one from that.
Mary Lou, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah, I torment her all the time.
Wow.
I do. So, if you want to be a villain on Twitch, which I enjoy my reputation as a villain on Twitch, then that's what you do. I feel like if you want that, then go start some drama with Calvin, because he seems very white hat, very wholesome, and positive. Which, that's the thing. I always laugh about that, because people were talking in the chat earlier, and it cracks me up about, yes, in general, a lot of people in the Twitch community are really focused on that whole, like, wholesome image, and you and I know we're exactly the opposite. Yes. We're like, I will do anything to not be wholesome. If I get too wholesome, please. That's where, like, Calvin's like, please give me feedback if my head gets too big. I'm like, please give me feedback if I get too wholesome. If you notice the silence noise making if the silence noise is ever like, I'm going PG, guys, just cancel me. Just be like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, just like if it ever gets to that point, right? You'll be like, "Hey, just find some dirt on me and cancel me."
That's right, 100%.
I can't be wholesome.
100%.
Like you already found your silver lining in 2021. Now it's Sarah's turn.
Yeah, exactly.
To find the silver lining,
exactly.
Yeah. I just make up fake drama with people, and then at the end, it will just attract legit weirdos to those people.
Yeah.
So that will be my
exactly. You'll curse
drama.
Wax Wayne.
Yeah, like Wax
I think
Wayne.
all of this just has to always loop back to Wax, since Wax is Sarah's favorite streamer, and we talk about that all the time. Wax Wayne. Woo. So Calvin, she likes you, but just keep in mind, you'll never be her favorite. She might like you, but Wax Wayne is Sarah Jazz's favorite streamer.
He's so butthurt about this, you don't even
and
know,
now,
Calvin.
so what
He's
makes
so
this
butthurt about this because
So-
I said Wax Wayne's my favorite music streamer.
Yeah, so Wax Wayne is her favorite streamer, so now somehow all this drama is always going to end up, it's your curse, it's always going to end up causing problems for Wax. You will start fake drama with Calvin, and somehow it will cause problems for Wax. It's your curse.
They'll be like, that Calvin guy, like, what's up with his shirt?
Yeah.
But that Wax Wayne guy?
Yeah. Oh, I think Wax gave him that shirt. Let's go after Wax. Yes, that's what's going to happen. The torture. No. I appreciate you so much. What a wholesome, awesome guy. You're so well spoken in the interview.
And his music,
his voice and his music is amazing.
I love you,
Fantastic.
Calvin. You're amazing.
And as I said, coming into the stream today, you're actually one of the streamers I've seen the least personally. So I'm so glad to have been able to see you perform, and I hope to be able to hang out in your stream soon too. It was amazing. Yeah, fantastic.
I appreciate it. Thanks you two for having me on the show here. I'm glad that I had a chance to tell you about my Washington D.C. busking story, because I feel like that's something, if there's a homeless person that comes up to offer you a brownie, take it, but make sure that it's still wrapped up.
That's still wrapped, yes.
No, I'll open that later. Thank you. I'll open that later.
Yes. This is my piece of advice to everybody. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, I agree.
That's the perfect.
Unwrap the food yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the perfect moral of the story.
The moral of this interview today is unwrap your own food.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Calvin. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. We appreciate you so much. That was awesome.
That was really awesome.
I wish I had the Village Ruses. What a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
I really love him. Like when I saw him.
Fantastic interview too. What a great job on interviews. Like totally cool and calm and in control.
And he had like answers. Like he has his answers fucking ready.
He's ready. That man is media trained. Get that man on the radio.
It was rehearsed, almost as if it was rehearsed.
It was not. We actually
don't.
It was
crazy.
We don't
I really enjoyed that. Yeah, he had an amazing. Yeah, this was an amazing episode. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, very much so. Really I feel like I love doing these shows. I just wish, this is what we were bitching about earlier. It's just like, I just wish more people were hanging out. I feel like one of the things that's been tough about Music Exposed as the weeks have gone on. We're almost to 35. I was looking at it today. I think this is 33. And I definitely feel like a lot of you, if you've been taking breaks from the show, please make sure you're subscribed to the podcast or you're checking it out on YouTube. Because one thing that has changed that's been interesting is that the Twitch numbers have been a little bit lower as the show has gone on. Less people have been coming to watch it live. But the YouTube numbers and the podcast numbers have been going up. So I appreciate all of you that watch this on the replay and that do that. It really does help us as well. Obviously, we want to be able to continue doing this and make sure that the channels stay healthy in the process of doing this. As we mentioned a lot before, I think you and I have talked about this a lot. I think there's a phenomenon that happens. Because now that we've been doing this a while, we're not that far off a year of doing this now, actually.
Oh, really?
We're not too far off. We're getting close. A lot of people are like, oh, that show's fine. They're still doing it. It's good. We don't need your support anymore. And that is the exact opposite of the truth. Not about Matt. Thank you so much.
Aw, thank you for that resub.
Much
really
love to
appreciate it.
Sarah and
appreciate it so much.
Silas.
Thank you.
But we definitely still need the support on the show. There's a lot of ways to support the show. Obviously, financially, the support helps because this show is the one thing that we. It's oh my God, Prince Adam, thank you so much.
Adam, thank you so much for the prime.
This show actually.
Thank you.
This show actually takes resources. We actually pay to keep the show afloat because we distribute it as a podcast and we promote it. And when we have money, we do ads and those kinds of things. So the more you financially support us when we do the show, the more you are supporting the artists on the show. The bulletin board, whenever you see that come out, please retweet it. If you don't, it takes you 2 seconds to retweet it. If not, go and listen to the playlist. Go and listen to the artists because obviously the reason we want to do this is to promote people's original music. You know, when Calvin has new stuff out, we want to promote it. Please retweet the playlist.
Yeah.
And hang out when you can. Like even if you drop in for a little bit.
Musicians.
Yeah, check out the musicians. Do that because obviously one of the reasons we had to move this to an every other week is to be able to support the stream as a whole. To be able to do that, and we want to continue. We're always going to continue to do this to some extent. But obviously the support really helps us and it's really important for us to be able to keep the show going. So, you know, we bitch about it all the time and we're just like, man.
We're such whiners.
I don't think that's whiny. I just think we're honest about it. And I'm not afraid to talk about it and just say like, yeah, it's tough. And, you know, obviously since the show has been on a while, people are probably like, oh, they're fine over there. They're doing all right. And this is true of all your favorite streamers as well. Like, you know. Yeah. Don't forget, especially right now.
Don't forget to lurk and to subscribe and to donate, even if you just donate €1 or so, or $1 or something. It kind of sometimes I feel like
$1 euro.
$1 euro. Sometimes I feel like the donation.
Most people think they have to donate big. That's the other thing too.
It's
like you don't.
Really don't. You really don't. But sometimes. The things that obviously COVID is also why this is happening.
Yeah, COVID is killing
people.
But
things that I don't see as much anymore is like donation trains, where it's like $1 with like a troll message or something. I don't see that on streams as much anymore, or hardly at all. And on my stream too, obviously. But that's one of the things that has kind of gone away. Although people would still probably have that type of money, but it's like all...
Look at the Village Ruse with 82 viewers. Hell yeah, TBR.
That's good. That's good. But we rated him very...
No, I'm not saying rate TBR. I'm saying that's amazing.
Yeah.
Just looking at the numbers.
Let's see who
I love seeing my boy.
Actually. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here.
What about Reina Mystique?
I really appreciate you guys. Reina Mystique, didn't we go for Reina Mystique very...
It's been a while.
Charlie Plays Guitars.
Charlie Plays Guitars is awesome too. And then next week we have Alana Maddie, which I'm super stoked about.
Alana Maddie, yeah, she's
hopefully
amazing.
we can get her to do a song
amazing.
for my love.
She's really
awesome.
Charlie Plays Guitars.
Yeah, he's just starting right now too.
Oh, he's just starting. Okay.
Perfect. Why not? Let's do it.
Should we go?
Yeah,
okay.
Charlie's great.
Okay, cool.
Do it.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, everybody.
Also, one other thing I want to mention that I realized I forgot to mention in the bulletin board is that it is also Catterday today. So if you want to...
thank you so much,
there you go. The sax is way far away.
Can you give me the sax?
No. You won't let me touch your sax.
No, just give it to me.
No, you said don't.
Just give it to me.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
I can't. How do I grab it?
Just grab it like that. Yeah, just...
You told me to grab it a certain way.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, it's not okay. I want to grab it the right way.
You'll be fine. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 350.
That's beautiful.
The sax needs an overhaul. Anyways, thank you so much for the 350. I really appreciate that. Careful, don't.
I have it.
Yes,
I have it.
Okay, awesome. You have your. Anyways, let's read.
See, this is why I didn't want to touch the goddamn sax.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. Music Exposed crew. Where is it? Music Exposed crew.
You know what's hilarious, guys? What's hilarious about this? She doesn't even clean the sax.
I have a very, very special stream, a fundraiser. We want to.
And you went way too late on that.
Thank you so much for the 20 euros. I really
show.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. CET.
Just cancel the raid. Cancel the raid.
Have a good night,
Cancel
guys.
the raid.
No, bye. Be on my stream tomorrow. Bye.
That was not a promotion at all. What a terrible promotion.